What's up, guys? Just making sure everything works. I'm just gonna do a new game. I think I played like 18 minutes, but I don't even remember what I was doing. Mm, Let me make my character real quick. But what's up, guys? This is largely a podcast episode. Um, well, basically, one way to introduce the format. I'll be pretty much just playing games in the background and just talking about just multiple topics. The games might, well, it will probably change over time. Just trying to get an understanding of what I'm going to be playing at the moment. There's not going to be too much edits. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Again, this is my first episode, so please excuse me if I make any mistakes or if I say anything it's like out of context. I will be, I should be getting better over time. But yeah, um, the topic for this video, pretty much my, I guess my personal gaming history. Um, yeah, let's go and get started. And then my name's gonna be Alphonse. That's typically my gamer name. Well, I have two gamer names, but that's this one is more personal. I got my farm. I always go Alphville. How do I go back? Alph. Let's go Alphville. I think it's actual Alph Town, but favorite thing. Hmm. All the games. All right. So, I'm gonna say dog. All right. And just for context, I have some topics to my left here, just so I don't get derailed too hard. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I should increase the game volume. To be honest with you guys. Again, I'm still making sure that everything is working. Um, it looks like it is. Hopefully, the game isn't too quiet, or I don't want it to be too loud. But yeah, so first time I ever played a game, um, probably, mm, definitely before I was 9 years old. Um, what did I play? It's not even a video game. It's just toys in general. I would just be playing a lot of some of the analog games. Where one's just like very simple. It's just like cross the street kind of situations. Oh, hold up. But like, yeah, very simple games like that. And that's the first one I remember. I do also remember playing some Pac-Man. Um, like very, it's not even the arcade version. It's just like I think it's like one of the cheap ones. Where it's a knockoff one, but honestly, I really like it. So I don't even know if you count that as a video game. But I guess besides those devices, um, platform wise, um, surprisingly to many people that I know, I'm actually a My first one was a PlayStation. It was just what was available at the moment. PlayStation 1. It was just like the popular console at the time. There wasn't any Nintendo, there wasn't any Xbox, no Atari, none of that where I'm from. So yeah, who introduced it to me? It was basically my family. Again, it was like the popular console. Um, like everybody like PlayStation, and it was the easily accessible one. I think it's because you can easily pirate it, so that was a big part of it. To be honest with you guys, and then some of the games that were in it, I don't really remember. To be honest with you, there was like a fighting Final Fantasy fighting game. I think Energize. I think that's the name of it. I played that one a lot. There's one where we do some like racing. It's like a water racing, jet boat racing. And then like I played a lot with my siblings with it. Honestly, like pretty much most of the games that we did play involved multiplayer games, just because it just made sense. Like if you're gonna buy a console for your family, make sure everyone can play, and not just single player games. So single player games were not really rare, but I guess it is rare for my household. So I never really got into single player games until later on in my life. And then was it love at first play? Absolutely. Um, I really liked it. Select the channel. Let's do murder report. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me use the hoe. Let me use some hoe and cut some grass. Yeah, level first play, definitely. I could immediately tell like, oh, I love playing video games. Started at a young age, so again, thank my family for that one. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now in this game, but yeah, I'm just gonna be cutting some grass in the background. I'm starting to think maybe like it was kind of a mistake playing Stardew Valley is my first game because I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. So it's taking more of my brain power than needed. Oh, but first episodes, you know how they go. Is that a branch? What do I do with branches? I think I chop them up. Yeah. Childhood favorites. What defined my early years of gaming? Um, Again, it was the PlayStation 1, but past that era where I really started getting to it, the console of choice for me, Nintendo DS, baby. Sweet old Nintendo DS. I'm gonna cut this tree down because I don't think we need it. I think it's using a lot of energy. But yeah, Nintendo DS. Big part of my life. Some of the games include like Pokemon. Like I'm big on Pokemon. Eventually, I do want to start playing Pokemon. Well, making videos on it, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I do have a capture card, but again, just back in the topic. Pokemon was a big part of my life. Some of my core memories involve playing Pokemon, but some of my like really close friends, I'm still close with them even today. This is a big part of my life. What is this? I think that's yeah, it's not. I think yeah, that's a hoe. Now for the rocks, I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of them. Is there two I need? Shoot, I don't know. Can I get these rocks? No. Yeah, so Pokemon, that's the big one. Um, Other games include, I want to say Zelda, but I don't think it was. Like I'm a big Zelda guy. I don't think it was like a core part of my childhood. Maybe not that early on, but definitely later on. But maybe not childhood. It was definitely. I guess it was just all Pokemon. Yeah, because it was just literally I would come home, um, just play Pokemon games nonstop, and I wouldn't think about anything. Uh, First Pokemon game I played though, definitely Pokemon Red in the Game Boy, and it wasn't mine, so that's why I didn't really count as my childhood. Well, because it was my friend's, my really close friend, um, that he let us borrow it. I think it was too nice, but honestly, that got me hooked. So it worked out in the end. So it gave us stuff to talk about. Am I supposed to hit it? Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of the rocks. But Pokemon Red, the black and white on the Game Boy Color, fantastic game. Um, like Pokemon Red was good, just because like it was very simple. You just play. You just go around capturing Pokemons. Uh, it wasn't too difficult of a game. Um, honestly, I had a great time. What am I doing? Oh, okay. All right. So, back to topic. What made it so memorable? Big part of it, it was just my first gaming console, Nintendo DS. Um, it's, it, when you like get a console as a kid. Um, as you know, when you're young, you don't really have that much responsibilities. So after school, I would just come home, play my DS. That's it. Um, Maybe that was an unhealthy lifestyle, especially for someone like growing up. But like to me, that was life. Genuinely enjoyed it. Um, like I would just enjoy it. And there wasn't really much to do besides that. Maybe watch TV. Um, but I come from a large family. We have a lot of how do I say it? People will compete for like who gets some TV time. And honestly, do I win a lot? I was like good amount, like 50-50. But I have to share. Um, Dang, my energy's low. But you know, I still what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the the family TV. Yes, I would compete a lot. But I would not always win. That's why I really like handhelds in general. It lets me still be in the room with other people, but still do the stuff that I wanted to do. So that was honestly very special to me. And the two screens was just amazing. Let's see. Looking at the questions right now. Were you into consoles, handhelds, or PC? Um, I was not into PC at all. I would play some of the Flash games, but oh, excuse me. All right. Hopefully, it wasn't too loud. Maybe I could mute that part in the editing software. Who knows? I'm trying to decrease the amount of editing I have to do. But definitely not too into PCs. Uh, Consoles. We had an Xbox 360, but I mean, I use it a lot. Don't get me wrong. Not as much as my DS, just because I was competing for TV time, which again was very hard to come by when you have so many people. All right, I'll go ahead and sleep right now in the game. Level 1 foraging, +1 axe efficiency. Trees sometimes drop seeds, new crafting, whatever that means. Um, yeah, handheld for days, baby. Um, do you play solo or with siblings slash friends? Ooh, all right. Do I play with solo or friends? It really depends. I play a lot with my siblings. Again, we have a lot of multiplayer games. For the DS though, that was where the single player games really come in. Um, oh, let's axe this up. Like single player games, but that was where the what's it called, my DS really shined. Like I was not competing for the TV, and so games like Final Fantasy 3, that was iconic to me. I really got to play that with not much care in the world. Like I didn't have to wait for someone to finish. Well, actually, so scratch that. So I did have to share the DS, but to be fair, not many of my siblings wanted to play the DS. Well, they did, but not as much as I did. I had that drive. I love gaming. Like I love playing video games. That was a big part of who I was growing up. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to always play that. I'll play siblings. Again, going back to multiplayer games. Uh, in the DS, we played a lot of Brain Age. I guess not really a multiplayer game, but I would pass the control, not the control. I would pass the DS along on my siblings, and then we would play. Sometimes even my family friends, they would even hop along, just play with us. Testing. Oh, so they're like, okay, how fast can I solve this problem? Oh, my axe won't even let me clear the tree stump. Let me clear more trees. It's using up a lot of my stamina. Um, Pokemon. I played that a lot with friends. Just I would just battle. Even my brother. We would just play. We would do like gym leader challenges, which was is different from I think the official term right now. But it's where you would just like, how do I word it? It's where you would just mm, like we would like every time we have a checkpoint. Our checkpoints were like gym battles, gym leaders. Then we would battle. Um, so nobody will be too overpowered. But you know, brothers. Like we would use like some of the most broken strat and that the other wouldn't know, especially when you're young. Online, we wouldn't really know some of the things online yet because it was still relatively new, and not all of us were plugged into the internet as each other. So yeah, we would abuse some of these new strats like buffing up. Yeah, it was a good time. Definitely not fair, but it was fun nonetheless. Yeah, so that's the multiplayer games I play for DS. Another one, definitely Mario Party. Mario Party for the DS. We played that one a lot, uh, like nonstop. I think it was I forgot the actual name for it. I think it is called Mario Party DS. Um, it's not mine. It was my brother's, but we would play it. There's a feature where you don't have to own the game. You just need the DS and just connection services, um, and you just play. Mm. Lesson learned for next time I go podcasting. Make sure I have a bottle of water nearby because, oof. All right, I realize I've been talking a lot, but I guess that's the whole point of a podcast. Talk about a specific game or moment that made you feel like this is my thing. Um, I guess going back to the Nintendo DS, definitely Final Fantasy 3. Well, if we're not talking just Pokemon, I've been yapping on about Pokemon, but besides Pokemon, Final Fantasy 3, the DS version. I think that's the remake. That game is special to me. I think there's actually a Steam version of it. Eventually, I just want to do a playthrough of it. Um, it was something special. It hit the job system. I'm gonna keep clearing the trees. Actually, let me I'm gonna I'm gonna start farming. Well, I hit just multiple job system. It was in my head what an RPG what should or plays like from what I hear from other people, where you just press attack, guard, run, hit, multiple classes. It had it all. It had the healer. It always fascinated me, and I have been playing RPGs for a very long time, but that one specifically stood out to me. How did I play? Again, Nintendo DS. I got the game from GameStop. Um, Somebody, I think not somebody. My parents gave it to me for my birthday. But before that, I remember playing it at someone's house. Like one of the teen, you go to family friend occasions. Where do I drop off my storage? But family friend occasions. And then I noticed this guy. He was playing a lot of he was playing a lot of like uh like he was just by himself in one corner, just playing his DS. And then I asked him, what was he playing? It was Final Fantasy 3. I could tell he didn't really want to talk to me that. I think he was just kind of bothered by seeing he was just like, oh, all these people in my house. But yeah, I got how it is now that I'm older. But at the time, I was like, oh, he looks like he's having fun, and it was Final Fantasy 3. And then he talked about it, and he was like, oh, how do I remove that? Nope, I guess I can't remove that. But and then he talked about it, and he was really into it, and I was like, oh, maybe I can be into it too. Oh, excuse my cough. But yeah, he was. Because I don't need to water if it's raining. Uh, yeah, that was just pretty much it. It was like love at first sight with that game. Just super awesome. Um, what was my best thing about it? It was just walking around, going to towns, um, just like seeing what can be done. Like how to explain this? Like so the formula RPGs. You go to a town, um, you talk to everybody because there's a chance they might give you items, and then just like leveling up, hitting higher numbers, and then later on just like hitting even higher numbers, changing classes, stuff like that. Really, um, to me that was the best part about just playing games or RPGs. Just you can feel the progress. That was one of my I guess main gripes with some of the I guess multiplayer games that others were so enamored with. I wasn't personally the biggest fan of at the time. Like I don't know like how much progress am I making. Later on I would learn to appreciate like okay, how can I tell I'm making progress in a multiplayer game? But at the time, um, it wasn't. I couldn't really appreciate it. But I guess going back to the topic, yeah, no RPGs, Final Fantasy 3. That was my thing. It was my thing. I learned it on an early age. Games just shapes my taste. Um, I guess I don't want to ramble on too much about RPGs, but maybe that is why I'm doing a podcast. Um, Games just shape my taste. I guess I can bounce around a bit. Um, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, those were my two RPG, pretty much, uh, game defining, well, genre defining games for me in my head, as an early gamer. Um, Other than that, I do play other genres, and I don't just play RPGs. So please keep that in mind. Let me just start going through the list. For FPS games, So here's some backstory. I don't really play some FPS game. I'm not really a biggest fan of it. Um, I play a lot of Call of Duty. We would have friends come over. They would bring their Black Ops 2. Um, and then I would play that a lot. Other FPS. Oh man, I forgot. So again, just going back a bit. Um, I grew up with a Xbox 360. That's one of the console of choice for my parents. Um, and everybody growing up, like I think it was like 2006, 2007. Um, the game of choice, if you own an Xbox, there's really only one choice. It was Halo 3. Halo 3 was the game. It wasn't even mine; it was my brother's, but I would play it a lot too. So for FPS, that was the game. Like that was the game. Everybody had to have it. Let me water the plants real quick. Uh, yeah. So Halo 3. I wasn't good at it. No, not at all. The way it was set up was my brother would we would play like a team campaign, but I would be the one. I would be the guy in the back, um, just making sure that when he dies, he would have a respawn point. So we were abusing that to no ends. Now I think about it, man, that's kind of lame of me, but at the time, I wasn't good at FPS games. So keep that in mind. I was just happy that I was just moving, playing shit. Oh no, excuse my cough. Yeah, so Halo 3. Later on, it would change to Doom Eternal. Not Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, but which would transition Doom Eternal. So that's relatively recent, but that was my FPS gaming taste, or very defining, genre defining games for me. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here. I'm just clearing the farm, to be honest, guys. Let me go over. I'm gonna drop off some grass. I should probably move on to the next topic. Which games had the biggest impact on your taste today? Again, uh, RPGs. I guess I can start talking about other RPGs other than Final Fantasy and Pokemon. Persona. Uh, that's around when I was end of high school. I started hearing about a PSP exclusive. Not PSP exclusive. Well, to me, it was PSP exclusive because I would think about handhelds, games, and it was I can't get on the bus. And it was definitely Persona 3 Portable. I didn't play it, but that's all I see. So I tried to find ways of how I was gonna play it, but I didn't really have the equipment to play it because it wasn't really a Nintendo console at the time, or there was just no way for me to play it. But eventually, I did play it, and I think my first Persona game I played was on mm, like finished. It was on the PSP portable, not PSP portable. It was the PlayStation TV. I know it's strange, but when getting allowance, that was one of the first things that I ever like went out of the store and just buy it. Took my time. Am I supposed to be here? But yeah, that was the game of choice. Genuinely really like it. I'm gonna get some parts of seed. I'm gonna get all my money to buy some seeds. Yeah, Persona 3 Portable. Honestly, I was more a Persona 4 fan, but which one did I finish first? I think I finished, yeah, Persona 3 Portable first, but it was through an emulator, and it was running on like my really old laptop, and I didn't think it had a GPU. It was just like that college laptop that your parents buy you. Thank us again for my parents, and they got it from Costco. So I don't know how strong it was, but it definitely got me through college. It probably wasn't a good laptop, but I was still very thankful that I even got a laptop, because I think it was like what, 2014, 2015. It's pretty expensive. Oh, it's locked. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm not reading any of the text. Just chilling. Just vibing. So right now I'm talking to Evelyn. Call me Granny if you like. Yeah, all right, Granny. Um, yeah, that was pretty much the biggest impact on my taste. RPGs, Persona. That's the main one. Did you ever play something that changed how you thought about games? Uh, that's a loaded question. It changed how you thought about games. I guess Persona. Again, boring answer, but Persona. Uh, it was just the story was so good. It's how long. How to explain this? Because it was strange. It was like a life sim slash RPG slash like this. I think that was those were the two main ones. But like story heavy, it made you think about life a bit. That's what I liked about it so much. Yeah, I guess Persona. It's made me question things. Like, okay, games can do this. It can do that. It's not just like an RPG machine. It's not just like a Pokemon machine. It's not just something I can just turn off my brain and just play. Sometimes I have to like think a lot. Who is this? Is that Shane? Okay. Games that introduce you to storytelling, music, emotional moments. Again, Persona. But I think earlier than that, um, Legend of Zelda. Um, man, but Zelda didn't really have that much story. But honestly, I could save that for a different episode. But storytelling, music, emotional moments. Oh, that's a tough question. Right now I'm at Jojo Mart. How are you doing today? Storytelling, music, emotional moments. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to come back to this one because other than Persona, I don't really know what else. But there is a lot. Maybe Xenoblade 3. I mean, not Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Not Definitive Edition, but the one in the 3DS. I know the 3DS version. I didn't play it on the Wii. I have a Wii, but I never really got to play it other than Mario Kart. But yeah, no. I remember. I guess I shouldn't be using that axe over there. I remember playing that game like pretty much every night after college. I was just messing around, just playing Xenoblade 3. Not Xenoblade 3DS. And just playing, and I was like, "Dang, this game's so big." Uh, the story was gripping me. Um, it was like a good difficulty too. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too easy. Music was fantastic. Where am I going? All right. All right. Yeah. Next time I gotta think about like what game I'll play. Probably for podcast games. Play a game that I played before because I'm lost. Like my brain is like going haywire. Like, oh, this place is locked. Um. So other than Xenoblade, what other games? Really good story, emotional moments. Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, it was definitely Pokemon Mystery Dungeon at time. Music was fantastic. That Dialga scene, spoilers alert. That got me. Who's this lady? Haley? Oh yeah, I'm a farmer boy. Hi Haley. Oh my god, Haley's dissing my clothes. Okay. Um, Emotional moments in video games. There's a lot, but I don't even know where to get started. Next time I start a podcast, the next episodes, guys, I'm gonna have like talking points, and then like already like thought about what I'm gonna say, just so it's not like me just walking around trying to figure out how to talk. Story, emotional moments, mystery dungeon. Where do I go? I'm gonna go back to my forum because there's like nothing open. Storytelling. I guess Zelda, but I want to save Zelda for like a separate episode of just me talking about Zelda. All right. Why did I sleep? Maybe that was a mistake. I'm day 5 of spring year 1. All right. I can go ahead and move to the next topic. Awkward or funny gaming memories. Um, anytime you rage quit a game as a kid. As a kid, a game that I rage quit. So I didn't really rage. I wasn't a rage quitter when I was a kid. I was pretty good. Yeah, I know. Oh, pretty good gamer. Um, yeah, rage quit. Pretty much most of the games I played, it did finish. I would never pick up a game that I would rage quit in, to be honest with you. That was my mindset as a kid, or either that my parents gave me the games, and I did do a lot of research from getting a game. But rage quitting, a game that was too hard. No, none. Again, I played DS games. They weren't really known to induce rage. Yeah, so no rage quit moment as a kid. Got stuck, didn't finish something for years. Excuse the cough. Something I didn't finish something for years. I don't remember. Cause maybe that's why I don't remember it, because I didn't finish it. Any weird gaming rituals you had? Weird rituals. I don't know about weird. Also, how do I get rid of that? Weird gaming rituals. For Pokemon, I don't even think it's a ritual, but so like for the like final sections of the game, I wouldn't even call this weird. I would always save them for like probably night, not even night, or just like me time. Like I would only play like the finale, like a quiet area, because I tend to like really get into video games. So I would only save it for those like times. But I don't even think that's weird. Yeah, no, I didn't have any weird rituals. Borrow games you never returned. Ooh, that's a spicy one. All right, so I have a very good friend in college. I haven't really kept in touch with him, but I probably should. But I don't even know how I'm gonna reach out to him. But he let me borrow Black Ops 2 and Red Dead Redemption 1. I still haven't played Red Dead, but I'll get to it one day. But yeah, he let me borrow those two. Never returned it. I did reach out to him. I think a year or two after high school, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I still got your Black Ops 2. I'm gonna return it," but he was like, "Nah, bro, it's all good." Like this was way past after like this was in college and like past high school, and I was trying to reach out to him. Maybe I could drive, so maybe I could reach out to him. Apparently he's like far away now, but I was like, "Yo, you wanna meet up?" And I was like, "No, you don't have to return it. It's all good. He doesn't really game anymore." Yeah, so I felt bad because I still have it. It was kind of dirty of me to keep it, but I mean, it is what it is. He said he was okay with it. It is what it is. Yeah. So games that I never really got to return. I'm sure there were other games, but I'm just not remembering it. So other games I never returned. I think there's a couple of them. Let me see. I think eventually I did return all of the games, but there was a couple that I kept for like years. Yeah, I think that was it. Um, high school, teen years gaming. What was my go-to games in middle slash high school? Again, I was a DS kid. Um, uh, Legend of Zelda. I was a Zelda kid, but for different reasons compared to I would say pretty different from the other people. You would hear about online. Let me cut down some trees. My first Zelda game was Phantom Hourglass. To me, that was peak of gaming, and I got it from the Christmas of 2008 or 2007. I don't remember. But my parents got it for me for Christmas. Well, I think they got it from Costco. That Costco doesn't release. Oh God, my inventory is full. I'm gonna start selling stuff, but I don't even know where to put my inventory. Where do I put it? I think I just trash it. I'm gonna sell some wood. I'm just gonna sell the trees. Um, I'm gonna sell these. I don't really need it. Where do I get a backpack? Yeah. Yeah. Other than Zelda, Pokemon. Ooh. Oh, this is a big one. Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 3. That was the game. That was the middle school game, and also sometimes the high school game. Um, I was a big fan of Guitar Hero 3. I'm so sad what happened with them. They don't really make Guitar Hero games anymore. I wish they still do. But to be honest, if they make it, right now will be full of microtransactions. Probably come up with like 20 songs, and this will be a licensing nightmare, especially now the game is bigger than ever. Um, Guitar Hero 3, baby, that was the game. I remember playing that with my siblings like a lot. To be fair, I never perfected it. Not perfected, like perfected a song, that was the main goal of playing. But I never got to do that, so that was kind of sad. Um, what is this? So this is the mayor's house, Pelican Tower. I'm actually debating on like whether starting this episode because I feel like I'm like, jumping between topics, but first episodes are never perfect. We'll keep trying. You just get better over time. This is experience for me. Try not to be discouraged by making too many videos. Well, recording so many videos but never really posting them, and I don't want this to be one of them. But again, going back to Guitar Hero 3, um, yeah, I don't remember the release date of that game, but it was definitely middle school, my middle school. Um, Let's play a lot of it nonstop. Um, and then right after that, I think it was like Guitar Hero. It's not Guitar Hero 4. I forgot. It's the one with the whole set with the drums and everything. Um, yeah, it was the game with the drums. No, that was it. My friend had that one, so we would come over to his house and we would be playing. Um, Everybody wanted in on the guitar, but the drums was also fun. It wasn't Band Hero. That was one of the spin-offs. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, to be honestly, we still have the guitars. I don't know if they still work, but I think the battery's corroded in them, so that was my fault. That was our fault for not taking care of it. Did you ever fall off gaming for a bit? I think I did. Somewhere around high school. And that was because of it was because of anime. And so they go hand in hand. To be honest with you, it's like a phase. I would be into gaming, anime. I can't even cut this grass. Be gaming, anime, and then it would just switch, flip flop between the two. Eventually, they would merge, but growing up, it would switch between the two. What is this? Can't read it. Um, yeah, so that's why I would fall off for a bit, and then definitely during not working, college, it never really fell off. I think it like skyrocketed during college. It's because I had more time. Um, I know it sounds crazy, but I had more time in college than I did in high school. It was because I could like make my own schedule, and I wasn't really a person who studies. That was probably bad. But after classes, I would just hang out in the library, just play my mobile games. And that was the life, to be honest with you. College was fun. Um, I look forward every day going to college so I can play more games. I'm sorry, Dad. Let's see. Did gaming help you make friends or connect socially? Absolutely. Going back to college, like I would be in the game room after classes, just talking with people, and they would discuss me the games they're playing. And that was like a period of time where I wasn't really familiar with people playing games. Just seeing others with the same interest that like ignited something in me. I was like, oh, I'm not the weird one, or like that's what it felt a little bit, but not really, because I knew people were into games, but they just weren't public about it. Let's do shop. I'm gonna shop for. Yeah, nah, I can't afford anything, so I'm just gonna start selling things. Let me go back to my house. Yeah, yeah. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Definitely gaming. Met a lot of my friends, definitely through games. That's how I stayed connected with them. Like one of my good friends right now, we connected even after college through a mobile game. Not even console. Fate Grand Order. I don't recommend anybody get into it. It's tough, financially and just like time wise. It is a time sink. There's a reason why they don't keep track of the time of how much you play the game, because that may discourage people playing. But yeah, we just stayed in touch through that game, and eventually we moved on for fighting games, which to this day we still stay in touch. So games are definitely a great way to stay in touch with other people. Did you get more into online games, achievements, or competitive stuff? I did. The older I get, well, the more competitive I got. To be honest with you guys, this includes definitely fighting games. But is it just fighting games? I think it is only fighting games. Who was it? Another good friend of mine got me into Smash Brothers. That was around the 3DS era. Well, I've known about it for a long time. Like it was Smash Brothers, but for like Brawl. Yeah, that's the game. Um, so I know about it, but just I never really owned it. So I couldn't really come up with like, oh, okay, I was a Brawl guy, but I, c- I couldn't really play it until later on in my life. Um, but once I did, I got really into it. They introduced me. Started watching videos on it. Um, a good time, bro. Smash Brothers. Again, another big part of my childhood. I'm gonna sell the wood, fiber. I'll get some sap. I'm gonna sell the pine tree. All right, let me stop talking for a bit, and then plant the seed. We water it. Mm, yeah, so online games, that was pretty much it. Um, I guess if you count Fate Grand Order as an online game, yeah, yeah, definitely that game. There was also another game, Puzzles and Dragons, but I think I want to save that for an episode of just mobile games. Because whew, that's a whole rabbit hole. Favorite gotcha games growing up. Because a lot of them right now are kind of dying off, thanks to not really thanks. I harbor no ill intentions, but the games right now are MiHoYo games. That's what everybody plays. But I never really got into it, thankfully. I think I had my fill of gotcha games, competitive games, fighting games. Again, that's another episode in itself. Uh, and if you guys have been around my channel, you probably you saw, or hopefully you will see my Evo 2020, I think 2024 video, where I competed in Evo. It's getting dark. Let me sleep in this game. Yeah, so I'm definitely a competitive person. And then I used to go to locals. Sadly, Xanadu, my local FGC place, they closed down. Well, they're not in our area anymore, so that really took a hit on me because that was my favorite place to just compete in person. Because sadly, not many people like in my in my friend group, they don't really play fighting games like that. I do have one really good friend who play fighting games. Well, two I think, but other than that, it's just not common. Yeah, no, very unfortunate. So I had to go resort to playing with I guess strangers, but they don't have to be strangers. Dang, all right. I've been talking for 39 over 39 minutes. I think I'm let me go like 20 more minutes and I think that will be my 1 hour, but again, this is my first episode. So let me just keep going. Um yeah, no, achievements not at all. Did not get into achievements. Adult life and how gaming fits now. How has my relationship with gaming changed? As I definitely grew older, I definitely got more into gaming. Um, like I've loved it, but it got well, other than that period in high school where I guess it got overshadowed. It's not really overshadowed. It's just interest. I developed an interest for anime. Well, develops I've always had interest in it. It's just, but I would like just focus strangely on anime drawing. I wasn't really playing video games at the moment. But yeah, the older I got, like the more I appreciate it. I've never really fell off. Um, I know people keep saying, "Oh, the older I get, I'm not really into gaming." I was like to think of it as like you have more hobbies. You have more stuff to occupy your mind with compared when you're a kid, where sometimes you have so much free time, um, and that free time was most likely occupied with gaming. So that's why when you got older, all you would do is just play video games, or you couldn't play video games anymore. You just lose interest. You're trying to search for that time when you were a kid where all you did was play video games, and then you count that time as searching for that video game as like oh like what was I saying? So shoot, I lost my train of thought. I got prepared for this for podcast, but yeah, never really. Yeah, it just increased as I got older. Um, so to me, that's a good thing. Family said I would fall off, bro. They lied. I did not fall off one bit. If anything, it got even crazier. Now I'm buying so much games. Eventually, I'll make a video of all my current games, but for now, we'll keep it. Just we'll try to keep it at the same time. Um, how do you balance gaming with work/life now? Oh, this is a tough topic. Um, I try to play every day. Um, I will burn out, and that's expected. Um, oh, I can't plant the saplings. I don't know why. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell clay. I feel like I made a mistake, but it's all good. How do I balance work life? Just play every day, and just try to stop when I'm feeling burned out, because you will feel burned out. Just just do something else. Really, you can't game forever. It will feel like a chore, and so you want to avoid that. So just definitely take breaks. Don't just do gaming. Have other hobbies. Please, this is good for you because again, you're just trying to avoid burnout. This is a general store. No, this is the hospital. Give me a 24 backpack. Um, let's see what else. Diversify your hobbies. And then again, I talk like I'm really old. I'm not that old, but I guess I'm pretty old. Uh, they're like, oh, exercise, and they weren't kidding. It's important to exercise. Diversify what you do. Don't just do one thing. You need multiple things to do. Because the more things you do, the less burned out you'll be on that one thing. Honestly, in all of them. So just diversify in what you do. Uh, are you more into cozy, story-driven, or chill games today? All of the above. I like them all. The only thing I don't like is like hero loot shooters. I think right now the popular game is Marvel Rivals. I tried Apex Legends. I never really got into them. I think it's just I'm competitive, but not for those type of games. It's not for me. I think Valorant. I never even got to play Valorant. Oh, somebody died, and I'm in the cemetery right now in Star Valley for all the audio listeners. Mm, yeah, I know. I love everything. What does gaming give me now? Definitely relaxation. Um, I play games mostly to relax. I use it as like a social activity. It's just yeah, great way to have topics. Because I realized that you need stuff to talk about with other people, and then gaming gives me that opportunity. Mm, this is bonus round, random fun mini topics. First console ever owned versus the one you wanted. I think the one I ever owned myself. Xbox. So we owned it. Xbox 360. I don't count the PlayStation. Well, I guess I should count that one. All right, but so Xbox 360. We got an Xbox 360. I've always wanted PS2 instead. On hindsight, I think the Xbox 360 was better. I think it's because PS2 had like Kingdom Hearts, and I never really got to play it until later on in my life. But yeah, I think I got it because Halo was the game. Oh, I got a bamboo pole. Yeah, so I think it worked out in the end. So thanks family for getting me that Xbox 360. It definitely diversified my taste. Instead of I was gonna be an RPG kid regardless, but this just enhanced it. Um, Games you regret buying. That's a hard one. I'm sure there's a lot of them. I just don't remember it. Just because, well, I regret buying it. I'm gonna fish right now. Um, Games you could wish you could play. I got a hit. I'm fishing right now, guys. I don't know how to fish in this game. Fish go down. The fish won't go down. But like, yeah, we got the fish. What was it talking about? All right, that was tough. All right. Yeah. Games that I could play again. Um, Zelda. Definitely all the Zelda games. Breath of the Wild. I wish I could play that again. Um, Let me get that clam. There's a lot of games I wish I could play again. Mm, Shoot, where do I start? Games I could start over. Elden Ring. Uh, to be fair, I never really finished Elden Ring. You guys, I have videos of me playing Elden Ring. I'm beating Malenia, but I never beat the game. But I want to start over. Xenoblade 2. That's to me my top games of all time. That's tied for number one with Persona 4 Golden. Oh, again, Persona 4 Golden. I wish I could replay that game. That game is magical. That's my game. Um, Favorite video game soundtracks or title screens? Soundtracks, definitely Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5. That soundtrack, insane. I could say Smash Brothers, but that's cheating. How your Steam library got out of control? Ooh, okay. Dang, it's like they know me. Um, my Steam library is insane. It was not as bad as other people, but I think I have like over 50, 60 games. I haven't even played all of them. It's because I own a Steam Deck. Um, so they would be on sale. I would just be playing them. Um, yeah, just keep buying it. During Steam sales, I would buy like multiple games. I would even double dip. So that's my problem right now. I would be double dipping games, buying it on PlayStation. Not even just PlayStation. Sometimes I'm just buying it for like all of them: Xbox, Switch, and then also Steam. Yeah, it's a problem. That's a problem. I need to start double dipping. So that's how my Steam library. I would just, ever since my Steam Deck, I would just try to buy all the games. Where am I? Yeah, no, I can't get out. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically how my Steam library got out of control. Uh, yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. Again, let me know if you have any feedback for this episode. This is my first episode, so please excuse me. Some of the things I learned while doing this podcast right now is definitely play a game that I've played before while doing a podcast. Everyone keeps talking about Stardew Valley. It's a very good relaxation game, but I think it's only relaxing if you know what to do. Because right now I'm lost. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Um, Games that I think of, we could think would work with a podcast. Souls games. I played a lot of them, so I think it would be pretty good just to have it in the background. Other games that could be good. Um, I think yeah, just I think we'll keep it Souls games. I'll basically just go through my Steam library. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll probably keep going. I don't know if I'll bulk record. Probably not yet. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.